99% of people never escape the rat race, not because they're lazy, not because they don't work hard, but because they invest in the wrong things. And the worst part, they don't even realize it. You see, the secret to financial freedom isn't what you think. It's not saving more. It's not working harder. It's something else entirely. And today, I'll show you exactly what it is, plus the one mistake that could keep you broke forever. The nightmare no one talks about. Now, imagine this. You're 60 years old, you've worked for decades, you thought you did everything right, but here you are, still needing to work just to survive. Meanwhile, someone your age is sipping coffee in Paris, stress-free because they made different financial choices. Which person do you want to be? The truth that changed everything for me. I used to believe financial freedom was about working harder, saving more, cutting expenses. I was wrong, because the rich play a completely different game. And when I figured out what they were doing, my entire mindset shifted. Now, there are many different schools of thought when it comes to wealth building. Some say stocks, some say real estate, some say crypto, but there's one asset that everyone agrees on. No contradictions, no exceptions. The first and most important asset, your mind. Think about it. Drop a self-made millionaire in the middle of nowhere with no money, no resources, and 9 times out of 10, they'll rebuild their wealth within a few years. Now take a lottery winner, give them millions overnight, and what happens? Most of them go broke. Why? Because wealth isn't about circumstances. It's not about luck. It's about skill and knowledge. That's why if you take away everything from a rich person, they'll make it back. But if you give millions to someone without financial intelligence, they'll lose it all. So, if you remember only one thing today, let it be this. If you develop the knowledge and skills of the wealthy, you will become wealthy. And if you don't, no amount of money will save you. The second asset, the wealth multiplier. Now, let me ask you something. What is money, and where does it actually come from? If you said the government or the Federal Reserve, you're wrong. Because money is nothing but a store and exchange of value. The medium can change, gold, cash, crypto, but the value stays the same. So if you can control value, you control money. And that's exactly what the second asset does. It creates value. If you guessed it's a business, you're 100% right. Why business is the most powerful wealth generator? Most people think business is complex, but it all boils down to one thing. Can you solve a problem or provide something valuable to people? If you can save time for others, you'll get paid. If you can offer a useful product, you'll get paid. If you can create an experience or transformation, you'll get paid. And not just paid, people will line up to give you money. But what if you don't want to run a business? No problem, because the next asset lets you own businesses without running them. The third asset, the silent wealth builder. If you're thinking stocks, you're correct. But let me be clear. The stock market is not a slot machine. It's not gambling. It's owning a piece of real businesses. Some of the wealthiest people on the planet didn't build their own companies. They invested in other people's businesses. That's why ETFs, index funds, and individual stocks have made people ultra rich. And the best part, unlike a business, you don't have to actively run it. Once you invest in the right companies, your money works for you. But if you think stocks are recent, wait till you hear about this next asset, the fourth asset, the old money secret. When people talk about old money, they're talking about this, real estate. Because real estate has been making people rich since the dawn of civilization. Here's why. It's simple. No complex formulas or charts. It's always in demand. People will always need places to live. It's a lower risk, high return investment. If you ask 10 people how to get financially free, they'll all mention these 3. Business, stocks, real estate. But here's what they won't tell you. Because there's one final asset that makes the biggest impact on your life. The fifth asset, the infinite money glitch. Robert Kiyosaki, Warren Buffett, and most billionaires all talk about this one thing. It's called cash flow. Some call it passive income, but I call it cash flow because it does one thing. It puts cold, hard cash in your bank account every single month. This can come from rental income, dividends, royalties, interest. And the best part, you don't have to sell anything to keep making money. Imagine owning a tree that grows money instead of fruit. You can enjoy the fruit without cutting down the tree. That's cash flow. And this is the difference between being rich and being financially free. Because cash flow lets you maintain your lifestyle without working. The biggest mistake that keeps people stuck, most people make a huge mistake when they start earning money. They think their salary means they're financially free. But let me tell you something. Your job is not your wealth. Your salary won't make you rich. You're just parking someone else's car. Think about it. A valet gets to hold fancy cars, but never owns them. Your salary is the same. It comes in, then it's gone. So how do you escape? Here's how. Every dollar you invest today won't stay a dollar. It will multiply into $30, $40, or even $50 in the future. And that is how you build real lasting wealth. Now that you know the 5 real assets of wealth, you need to know what not to do. Because most people fall into financial traps that destroy their future. I have broken them down in this next video. Trust me, it is going to change your perspective.